here staying connected with my sister. Introduce yourself, baby. Tell everybody who you are.
My name is Alice.
Alice.
Yes. I'm
Alice?
25.
Alice?
Yes.
Yeah, we in your bathroom because you got kids and it's loud.
Loud.
And you're finishing your hair, but it's a little late, man. So, I normally don't come out this late, but anytime I want to, it's time to look out for one of my sisters, man, that feel like she been dealing with something that's playing a part of her mental health, I'm going to show up. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? Talk to me, man. Do you tell everybody who you are, man, how old you are, and, what's one of your biggest battles? First, tell us who you are, how old you are.
My name is Alice. I'm 25 years old.
Okay.
I'm from the south side of Columbus. One of the main things I'm struggling right now, competing with my old self to become a better mom.
Okay. When you say, I'm sorry to cut you off. What do you mean when you say compete with your old self?
I used to be a wild child.
Okay.
Running the streets. I've been a victim of human trafficking. And so I'm used to stuff being a certain way. I've been in a toxic ass relationship for 6 years. So I've had support.
Is that a certain way that you're talking about? You used to things being toxic?
Yes, I'm used to things being toxic. Okay. Very toxic. Like,
got you.
So I'm trying to become a better me, use healthy more skills to cope with life every day.
Have you gotten out of most of your toxic situations? I mean, it sounds like you've gotten away from things that damaged you.
Yeah.
But what are you walking into now? You got some baby daddies, right?
Yeah.
What that look like? Because I know that could be toxic because women want moments, right? Time.
It's stressful. It's stressful. You get to begging people to be here for the kids. It's like,
yeah,
I don't know. They don't want to do it unless they're with you. But
how many kids you got?
I got three. I got three amazing little boys.
All right. And how old is your oldest?
My oldest is about to be 8 in August.
Okay.
My youngest just turned 2 in March.
So he's about to be almost close to that age to where he can start understanding something. My daughter's 10.
He understands.
Yeah, and she knows what the hell is going on.
Yes, he knows.
Trust me.
Now.
Okay.
He'll understand now. He ain't going for nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's important. And it's funny, now I don't know why I keep saying that. It's good that you open that door up now, to open that door up and talk to somebody, because this is a time where it's starting to be critical for him.
Yeah.
And for you to get yourself right, that means you're ready to catch yourself from running into the same mistakes over and over again. Mommy. Go ahead. You want to take care of him and I'll pause it? Yes. What type of situations are you still dealing with the baby daddies? You still got some connection with them?
I do. Right now, I'm just battling with him because he hasn't worked. So I'm just trying to get him to understand before you go to jail, you should try to see your kids. But I just don't get that. Really, I come from a background where I don't have a mom and a dad at home. So one of my biggest things is when my son comes to me saying he's sad, he wants his dad, it tear me up in the inside and made me think about when I was a little girl and I never had my dad to call on.
Well, I just met your dad. He's just start being in your life, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Not to contradict you, but just to
kind
of clear that up for me.
My dad didn't come. I didn't really get into my dad's life until I was 17 years old.
Okay.
At that time, I was already out of my mom's house. I've been dealing with being out of my mom's house since I was 12 years old. So I met my dad when I was 17.
Since you was 12?
Yeah.
Wow. What that look like?
It looked like in and out the system, running away from there because I didn't feel like I had a home.
Like Rosemont or foster child? Were you ever in Rosemont?
No, I wasn't in Rosemont. I was in Pomegranate. I was in DYS.
Gotcha. So you went through the system for real?
Yeah. I maxed out. I was supposed to go back and turn myself in when I turned 18, but I never did.
What's the longest time you did?
In DYS?
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years? What did that do to you versus what you already dealt with on the streets? Being put out young, what did that do to you?
It broke me down. It broke me down, but it made me strong.
That's that part I'm talking about. It built you up, though.
Yeah.
Not only to get ready for these brothers because you got 3 kids, but to get ready for what's next.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't knock young girls for getting involved and caught up with moments. That's natural. Not to mention that a lot of us your parents were still living when they were trying to raise you too. They didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't that they didn't know how to be parents, but I mean, shit, they were trying to live too. Yeah. And now that you understand that you got kids, it's still a battle. But what you accept when it comes to a brother that put an ankle weight on you is a whole different ball game. I want you to remember that you always the catch for one. So you ain't got to oversell yourself.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? No, dead ass. You are the trophy. You don't need no man to shine you up, man. Them was just moments. I mean, serious. And you got boys. You know what these boys are going to be eventually?
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my protectors, my kings.
And your protectors.
Yeah.
So every mistake that you make from this point on, it counts.
For sure.
Because you said it yourself. He paying attention, right?
Yes, he is.
What type of stuff do he say?
Huh?
The oldest son.
What type of stuff do he say?
That he noticed that you go through. He see you cry?
He doesn't want me having a boyfriend.
Okay.
Because he always see me crying when I end up with a guy. So you don't want me to have a boyfriend right now. He just say I'm too nice. My son say I'm too nice.
8 years old.
Yeah.
And he see that. He see that. He don't want you to have a boyfriend. What are some of the things that they put you through to make you cry? Verbal? Physical?
I feel like the physical is okay. I'm not going to say it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
The physical, it be there, but it don't do as much damage to me as the mental do to me.
So wait a minute. Physical, what I mean by physical is a man putting his hands on you in the wrong way.
I know what you mean.
So you'll tussle with a man versus him calling you out your name. Is that what you're saying? You could take a good fight over calling
I can take a nigga, but like, cause I'm gonna hit you back, nigga.
I get that.
But you be like, bitch, you ain't shit. Like, you just battering me, beat me down. I can't take that.
But you know that's domestic violence. You know that's the worst. Yeah. And you know that people lose their lives, man, behind not only planned fighting, but real fighting, and sometimes anger. Hidden anger, it ain't worth it. That's going to make your young boys that's going to make them look at life as if they can abuse a woman. Not only they can abuse a woman, but they can go as far as they can go because you choose to go far back with them, and they don't know what a woman will do to them. Right. So the example, they don't take your advice, but they follow your example. They follow what you do. And if you show up as a Viking, as a woman, they're going to have that defense in them growing up. I want you to think about that. Because they're going to bring somebody home, and you want them to bring home a knucklehead ass chick, you can be ready to tear her head off, right? But he picked a hard one because you showed him what hard and love looked like. Huh? And you'll cry about it. You told him and you showed him that. So what was some of your personal complexes growing up? Were there any? Outside of not having your parents, did you have any?
Yes. I've been molested a bunch of times.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
The most damage, I was molested by my cousin. And I told my family, and my family did not believe me.
Wow, I'm sorry.
And then I told the white people, and the white people didn't believe me. And they made us do lie detector tests at like 7 years old.
You had to go through all, and you was how old?
7 years old.
Wow. Defenseless.
Yes. So, with this new me I'm learning, well, with my new person I'm learning today, I have 3 personalities. I have Alice, like the timid, little, quiet one that's been through all her stuff in life, so she really doesn't talk.
Is that Alice?
Alice is not here today, guys.
Okay.
It's just Tink. Tink is her voice.
Okay, you got Alice, Tink, and what's the third one?
I call her Rage, because like when she get real mad, there's no bringing her down.
Yeah. What brings her out? Is it the sensitive?
Yeah, it's like triggers, like personal triggers that come too close to me.
Right.
But Tink, I've been accessing Tink a lot because She voices, and she's my voice, and she's my protector. She's gonna speak up for me.
That's who's talking now?
Yes.
Yeah. I like Tink. So I'm gonna ask Tink. Check this out. I'm gonna ask Tink.
Okay.
What when did you start noticing all the other personalities start fucking with you, Tink? When did you notice the other personalities really opening that door? Because you know you control them, right?
Yeah.
You're the same one.
Yeah.
So you control your direction, whether it be by, go ahead. So you know your kids, you know when they're faking or not.
Yes.
You know, and this is reasons why I kind of dig deep, man. I ask probing questions because I'm big on the root. I'm big on where the hell the problem come from and where it started and why it's there. And sometimes people keep trying to troubleshoot and blame it on people, my dad. Sometimes a lot of things you've been through have played a big role in it, but there's a root of it. And you being touched at a young age, you've been mentally assaulted and believed that life can be a certain way at a young age, painted a whole different picture to you going into an adulthood. And that caused a lot of your traumas when it comes to choosing, when it comes to picking, and when it comes to the things that guys say and do to you or for you. It plays a role into your right now. And that's the part that weighs on me because you got boys. And these boys are going to pick up on some of those guys' example. But I'm glad you made this call because it also changes the fact that you want to change it before they get it. Because you already got one to see what's happening. Yeah. And the other two is right behind him. He gonna be like, let me tell you something about mom. Let me tell you something about let me tell you something about Eric. Man, last time mom threw him down the steps and then he you know what I'm saying? You know, and they start sharing. No, I'm being honest with you. They start sharing stuff when you send them to the room or go to bed and they ain't sleepy. Those when those conversations happen as young men. Yeah. And then that's how they start rebuilding the man. But especially when they don't have a father that's there consistently, rather, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? For whatever reason that their father, they got 3 different fathers?
No.
They got 1, 2.
Well, my oldest has a different dad, but he's never met him.
Okay. So it's 2 fathers, but they only know of 1.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to leave it like that. But at the end of the day, somewhere in line, they're going to learn something, right? Yeah. They're going to learn the truth. And when they do, they're going to talk about it. But it's not going to change or negate from what you've done. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, look at the age group, man. You decide to say, man, I ain't bumping my head no more. Shit. We talk about these bumps. And listen, one thing, a part of my giving shit is that I ain't gonna take you away from your responsibility too long. This is just an introduction. And I'm glad, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. The fact that you stood up is 65% of your battle. People say half your battle. That's 65% of your battle. To say I ain't finna bump my head no more. That means you're looking for that adult queen to start to shine. And it's time to do that. It's time to stop making the mistakes because of moments or because of promises or because of what you think that it's supposed to be because of what you went through. Mm-hmm. That confused the shit out of you, the way the men treated you, the way people treated you growing up. It confused your pattern and it threw you off, but you bouncing back. Today, you bounce back for sure. Because I'm locked in, man. And I want to talk to your pops a little bit more, man. I like that, brother, man. That was all right. You hear what I'm saying? But I want you to do me a favor before we get up out of here. This is just an introduction. We're going to do this again.
Okay.
You cool with we staying connected?
Yes, for sure.
We're going to lock this in, all right? Whatever we say, and it's up. All right? I want you to say something to the young girls that may be in a shelter, homeless, or just out there kind of lost, man, getting ready to fall into what you probably been through or smell some of that. Just give that girl a little piece of hope on what things that you carry to help you get through.
Just know that it get better before it get worse, for sure. And you got to keep your head up. You got to pray. It might get hard. You might feel like he just left you out here alone. But for me, I know y'all got to pray because, baby, you might not think he listening, but he listening. And you might not get it off rip. You might have to bump that head a few times, but it's okay. Don't be mad at yourself because you did bump your head because that's a part of the process. Man,
I love that, man. And I know people say, man, why are you asking her to give advice when she's trying to get it as well? Because we all want. We're a unit. Especially once this camera go up, it's up.
It's up.
We're a family. You understand what I'm saying? So even when we going through our battle, we give a shit to the other person going through theirs too. Even though everybody's pain is something different, we fighting in the same war, just with a different outfit. That's all. Y'all heard that from my girl Tink and the rest of them. We out here staying connected. Let's go.